Hello all, the old geek again. I'm back on my road, my long road to 2000 Irating. Now, after my very mediocre displays at Long Beach, I went away and I practiced. And if you look at the bottom left of the screen, you'll see a little box with some times in it. And at the bottom of that box, you'll see the fruits of my labour. Lap times over a second better than I was getting earlier in the week. And this is my first race back after practicing. And this is my first qualifying lap back after practicing. So shall we see if it pays off? Oh no. I hit the wall. So now I've got a damaged car, but not really much time, so I choose to keep going. Keep pushing through. Because if I can get mid-grid, then the times I'm setting should be competitive with the times I've been setting in the practice sessions. But who knows, others may have been practicing as well. If you watch the two previous attempts at Long Beach, you'll notice I'm a lot more committed on this lap. I'm driving more confidence and getting on the power a lot sooner. That was the main issue, I just wasn't getting on the power quickly enough in the corners. So I'm carrying more speed out of the corners. So let's see how I do now with a damaged car after that rather hefty thump into the wall.
The leader's just done a 136.05.
136.05 from the leader? I can beat that. With a mended car.
The leader has just done a 135.93.
A little bit wayward there, little bit wayward, but I'm still on pace for a half decent time. Anything around 135 flat will be competitive. So what's that, a 135.2? It'll be there or thereabouts. As you can see from my overlay, that puts me in second place. Happy with that. Okay, here we have the start. And Josh has taken pole just in front of me. And there's quite a lot of cars in the GR86 class. Which, as long as I can keep it tidy,
okay, geek,
that is good.
Ready? Watch for the lights.
Right,
Let's go.
Notice those two beamers there. I avoid the first beamer.
Okay. Keep it
Now I'm
clean.
aware of the beamer on my right, and I've got one of my cars in my class up my chuff. Now I'm going to explain my thinking here when as you see this other beamer hit me.
Clear right. Cover you in the middle, clear left.
My intention
Clear
there,
left.
with a car
Car
on
right.
my tail, and
Still
getting
there,
the
clear
toe
right.
from me, was I was going to try and nip into the toe of the first beamer to pass. I got so fixated on that first beamer, I didn't see the second one coming.
Man, what the fuck, man?
Not my finest hour. I'll admit, I veered right in front of a beamer that was overtaking
what
me.
the fuck?
That was a silly mistake,
Was still
and
in
now
good
I've got
shape here.
wheel damage, which
Left
makes
side.
my job a little more difficult.
Come on.
Clear left.
So that start-finish straight incident, all my fault. I'm
Break
trying to
up,
get
reckoning,
the draft from the first
Man,
beamer.
you didn't
I don't
break,
see the
man.
second beamer coming. I need to work on my awareness. And now I've got a damaged car. And now P3 is trying to pass me, as P1 sprints off into the distance.
Car left. Be still there. Hold your line. Hold your line.
But I don't back out.
Still there.
Oh no.
Clear left. There's an incident in. Turn 11.
These beamers in front of me do worry me a little. They've already been off once, and of course I've already collided with one of them already. At the moment, P3 is staying with me. But I'm actually not driving too badly. And I start to put the hammer down. Tyres are now up to temperature. And I may have some car damage. I think it's my rear right wheel that's damaged. But that should only mean back end of my car is going to be loose on left-handers. Thankfully, the most important corners at Long Beach are right-handers. There's this one, that's a left-hander, and there's T1, but apart from that, there's nothing really you have to push through in terms of left-handers. So I should be okay. Notice the gap starting to grow to the car behind, and the gap reducing to Josh in front.
The gap to P3 behind is increasing. It's now 1.3 seconds. That last lap was at 134.63.
So, a 134.6. That's a decent lap time in these hot temperatures with wheel damage. Oh, the benefit of practice. So Josh will be feeling the pressure now.
Okay, Geek, you're reeling. Graham in. The gap
I'm
is
catching
now
him at the rate of
0.9.
knots. At least I am when I take corners correctly.
Yeah, nice one, Patrick. Yeah, that was a good battle. You made a great pass into Team 1.
Alright, so we're both moving up towards a back marker. Obviously
Great
a car
stuff.
that's had
Keep it
some
coming,
issues
mate.
at the start.
20 minutes remaining. You've got 20 minutes left.
It's important here that I don't lose
Your lap
any real time
was
compared to Josh here.
1:35.06.
He gets held up. Good news for me. Now my aim is to try and get through when he does. He's passing. I've got a decent run. This is a little risky, but the lapped car
There's an
backs
incident
out.
in. Turn 7. Yellow flag.
Perfect. Meanwhile, though, we've been held up a
Incident
little.
in. Turn 9.
2 or 3 seconds, which has allowed P3 to catch back up. My aim now is to stay as close to Josh as possible.
P2.
Do nothing stupid, but try to pressurize him into making a mistake. Because it can be very difficult to focus on the road ahead when you've got a car right behind looming large in your mirrors. Josh will be fully aware by now that I'm capable of going a little bit quicker than he is. Now it might be toe that's keeping me with him, but each time I've dropped back for any reason, I've caught straight back up again.
You've just done a 137.00.
So we'll see. I'm able to get past, we'll soon see if it's the toe that's keeping me with him. We're approaching another lapped car. And look, Josh makes a bit of a mistake, brushes the wall.
Still there.
Here's my chance.
He's still there. Clear left.
I'm ahead. I'm leading.
Come on, geek. Good stuff. Keep it coming.
Now, from experience, if you've just been passed, you often want to retake that position. Watch this now.
The guy in front is car left. Still there. Clear left.
And he hits the wall.
There's an incident in turn 1. We think it might be Graham.
I just held my line, braked a little bit earlier. He braked too late. And he's into the wall, leaving me clear in the lead. P3 still on my tail though. He's driving pretty well, keeping a consistent pace. It's my pace that's varying, mainly due to the traffic. But get a chance there to pass the traffic, and I make a dive for it.
Left side.
A little bit of a gamble, a bit nervous there, but it worked. Moving a little bit later in the race, here's more traffic. Yellow flag in turn 11. I quickly glance at the track map and see that it's clear.
Right side.
So I know that I can push through there, not have to slow, and the Marlboro GR86 lets me through. Perfect. Building up quite a significant gap. Josh is back in second, but his car will be damaged, so he probably doesn't have the potential to catch up with me, and I've just got to nurse my car to the end.
Clear left.
I'm not helped by this Beamer overtaking me at the end of the straight and then parking it on the apex and then being a bit slow through here. Forces me to lift quite a lot. It's not the best way of passing slower traffic.
The gap to Graham behind is now 11 seconds. Come on, geek. Just 5 minutes left. Hold your nerve. We can win this.
That BMW is running towards the back of
temperature's rising.
his
It's
class.
now 51
So you've got to expect mistakes and a bit of rash driving, and you see a mistake there. Here we have another little issue with traffic. I'm hoping now that this Mazda's letting me past, giving me room. But no. He's lapped. He's more than one lap down, I think. And taking a look at his car as I go past him. Eventually, he doesn't lift to help me past. Look at the state of his bonnet.
Turn 11, still there. Still clear left.
He didn't need to keep his foot planted there. You're meant to facilitate a pass. You don't have to, it's just recommended. Right, final lap. I've now got a 20-odd second lead. And here's where I cross the finish line in first place and pull some annoyingly punchable smoke faces.
Nice Joaquin, great win, you deserved that today. That's the end of the session.
Of course, there's now time to look at the results. First place, yes, and a bit of a happy dance coming up as well. Yes, the dad dancing. Oh dear, oh dear. Let's have a look at the results. Plus 76 Irating. Bloody marvellous. The quest to reach 2000 gathers ahead of steam once again. Well, I've been the Old Geek. Like and subscribe and follow me for more rubbish. See ya.